SGC here, and right off the press, PlayStation meeting just concluded, like, I don't know how many hours ago. So what was there to review? So first off, PS4 officially announced by Sony. When will it be released? How much it is? Not that clear. When will it be released? Probably this holiday, November-ish time around there. More information probably will be given at E3 or PAX East or Tokyo Game Show, what have you. What were the highlights of this meeting? So first off, they showed us DualShock 4. Pretty much is a slimmer version of like the Kotaku links that I set up in my other video. That was like the prototype. There are other stuff that comes with it. There's a def bar peripheral where it sort of like scans where you are with your controller. So sort of imagine like Kinect camera combined with the Wii sensor bar. And then you got, instead of those lights that you have on your controller to say which player you are now, you have like a huge strobe light thing where it lights up with different colors, which tells you which color or which player you are. I don't know how I feel about that, because I mean, are P1, P2 now defined by colors? Because I don't know. There's also the share button, which pretty much is sharing like gameplay, the last X amount of time gameplay that you can put online, which they have done with Killzone already, that you can check on their Facebook and then watch. There's also a headphone jack now, so it's more official sort of thing, but I don't know how I feel about that either, because right now I'm using a USB jack headphone like everyone else, because that's the only way you can do it. And to have like my controller attached to my headset would be kind of like, I don't know, would that be cumbersome? I don't know. Another great thing that was announced is background install. So I read that up in the Durango rumors. PS4 had nothing about that, I think, and I was like, oh no, like Xbox will have an upper hand with this installation sort of service. Great stuff for PS4, so doing that too, because I mean, background install is pretty much is you install a bit of the game and you start playing it already, and while you're playing it, the rest of the game installs. So that's good for physical copies, obviously, not for like downloadable games. But I wonder if they would do that for downloadable games too. So for your spec people out there, some stuff that they listed is, this is pretty wordy, so bear with me. So the PS4 will have a supercharged PC architecture, x86 CPU, enhanced PC CPU, and 8 gigs of unified memory, and obviously a local storage HDD. So we got some tech demos that came from Unreal Engine 4. There was the Square Enix, which they rehashed, which is pretty lame, but they say that it's run on a PS4. It's just like the Agnes philosophy. And then there was like this headshot of an old guy just telling how great the graphics were. And the team that made Little Big Planet made this clay thing, move tech thing, which looks pretty boring, but I guess it's innovative and interesting for people that actually care. So the first gameplay that was shown was Killzone Shadow Fall. Not really sure where it takes place, because I wasn't really paying attention, because Killzone really is over my head and I don't really care about it. Played 2, never played 3. Photorealistic graphics aren't really that up there for me anymore, because I mean, next gen pretty much pushes gameplay rather than visuals, for me anyway. Or unless it's some crazy fantasy fairy tale-ish visual that captures my attention. I didn't really pay attention to this Killzone demo. And then there was this DriveClub game, which this guy also went crazy overboard with like how realistic the cars and the people were, and that I also didn't pay attention to. But though it sort of made me confused, I wasn't sure if there was any live action shots or was it all gameplay. Infamous continues to be a exclusive for PlayStation, and it returns with Infamous Second Son. Looks like a different vibe. There's a whole like, I don't know, I thought at first when they were talking about it, I thought they were talking about Watchdogs, because it was talking about like monitoring everything, blah blah blah, and then it's like infused with powers. It's not Cole from Infamous 1 or 2, so it's this new character, and it seems like it could be a new world too. Braid creator came out with Witness. Look that up. I'm not that interested compared to Braid. Braid looks a lot more better. Witness was just a first-person puzzle thing. Deep Down from Capcom. It's like a medieval dragon thing. And if it actually looks like that when I'm playing, that is crazy. Because that engine, I'm impressed. But I really doubt everything was actual gameplay. More like cutscenes and just like quick-time events probably. But beyond that, the graphics were really awesome in the sense where facial people was realistic. Because I mean, like, yeah, sure, I said photorealistic is not up there, but for people and just facial for me is up there, but not settings. I'd rather have normal like fantasy settings. So that's sort of cool, I guess. I wonder if they're gonna use the same engine. Probably they will for Resident Evil 6 or whatever Resident Evil comes out of Capcom, or maybe even all their future games. So that's sort of cool to look forward to. Square Enix showed up and they had that Unreal 4 tech demo, Agnes Philosophy rehash, totally disappointed. And then this other dude that was in charge of like Final Fantasy stuff, he's just like, oh, wait for us, we're gonna show you something this year. And I'm just like, who cares, Square Enix? And then Blizzard came out and I was like, whoa, what's happening here? And then I was just like, oh, whatever. Announced Diablo 3 will be on PS3 and 4, which I don't really get. I mean, probably because 4 is coming out, so maybe early adopters will be like, oh, I have a PS4 now and I don't have a good PC, so let's buy it on PS4 sort of thing. And others, it's the same thing for PS3, I guess. It would give us more information on this Blizzard times Sony collaboration in PAX East. So, gotta wait. Watchdog gameplay was unveiled, and I'm gonna say it looks cool and all, but if that's how the game is played, I'll pass. Because, I mean, every single NPC that I walk past will have a history, and then I would somehow pick a female, or then somehow I'll pick one NPC with a crime probability rate that increases, and I would follow them, and then I would save their lives, and beat the crap out of their husbands, and then cops would chase after me, and then I shoot after cops, so I don't really get what's happening there. So yeah, I hope there's a better narrative there, so hopefully, maybe. And Watchdogs demo was actually run on a PC with PS4 specs, so this is not a surprise, I guess, since they didn't unveil the actual look of the console, which I don't really care how it looks, because I mean, whatever. Just at least don't pull a Wii U announcement where you had it out there, but you never actually displayed it properly for people that were watching E3. So Sony, don't do that for E3 2013. And then Bungie announced that they were finally coming to PlayStation, bringing Destiny along with them, and clearly it won't be exclusive to PS4, but if it was, whoa, that's just crazy. Rocking the boat, Bungie, if you did that, but you didn't, so you're not walking the boat. So, that is pretty much all the news of what was announced. How do I feel about this meeting? I'm happy for the background install. I'm happy about the DualShock 4. There are no really great games announced, for me anyway. I mean, there's nothing. Oh, lastly, I forgot. There was this game called Knack that sort of like displays the craziness of PS4 specs, because it's this dude. I don't really know how to describe it. Just look up on Kotaku or GameTrailers.com and they'll have all these links for you. And it's a great place to get all your videos and gaming news. So yeah, I was actually sort of expecting like maybe Last Guardian or mention of Final Fantasy Versus maybe. They really should just rename that to become FF15. Because Versus connected to 13 Worlds kind of like, what? Final Fantasy 13 has 2 spin-offs already. And Versus is still not out yet. Also, there's a lot of talk about Vita connectivity, about how you're trying to connect to the world and everything. I'm not really interested in that because I don't have a Vita, so I don't know how interested the general public will be, because I mean, I don't know, when I had a PSP, I didn't really connect it with my PS3 either, but yeah. So that's it, Sony meeting. I guess I'm happy that it's officially announced, but I had more expectations for some new stuff and things that would make me, oh, I must buy PS4 on the first day. But no, I don't have that feeling at all. Like I'm totally gonna wait it out. At least maybe whenever there's a game that's announced. Maybe E3 will make me more excited, but not right now. So at least we know that PS4 is officially announced and officially existing now in spec terms, anyways. Depending on what it looks like, maybe people will buy it, people won't. And then I guess now it's Xbox move. What are they gonna do? Heard rumors that they might just wait till E3 and blow everybody away, sort of thing. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, that is all for the Sony Meeting 2013 announcement of PS4. So, I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched it live, if you didn't, just go to Kotaku.whatever and GameTrailers.com and just look at the videos and read the articles. And also, just follow me on Twitter, because subscription boxes are kind of messed up right nowadays. So, if you don't want to miss a video, just follow and you would get a notification when I get a new video. Anyway, that is all. SGC signing out. Bam!